The parable of the 10 bridesmaids. Then the kingdom of heaven will be like this: 10 bridesmaids took their lamps and went to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, and 5 were wise. When the foolish took their lamps, they took no oil with them, but the wise took flasks of oil with their lamps. As the bridegroom was delayed, all of them became drowsy and slept. But at midnight there was a shout, "Look, here is the bridegroom. Come out to meet him." Then all of the bridesmaids got up and trimmed their lamps. The foolish said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil, for our lamps are going out." But the wise replied, "No, there will not be enough for you and for us. You'd better go to the dealers and buy some for yourselves." And while they went to buy it, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went with him into the wedding banquet, and the door was shut. Later, the other bridesmaids came along, saying, "Lord, Lord, open it up to us." But he replied, "Truly I tell you, I don't know you. Keep awake, therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour." The word of God for the people of God. Praise be to God. Who am I? I'm so tired. I'm tired of being on the outside looking in. I'm sitting here while my girl is having the time of her life. It's her wedding feast. It's been coming for a long time, and it had been delayed because of COVID and all those pandemic restrictions. But the day is finally here. Here it is, the biggest time of her life. We've been thick as thieves for years. You know, I found myself getting excited, and it's not even my celebration. I just knew I would be there helping her prepare for the arrival of her bridegroom. You know, I got to go to the party with her family and friends, and I had a ball. But then, according to the rules, I can't be a part of the wedding party. I can't be at the wedding feast. Why? Because I'm not a virgin. Now, what does that have to do with me being a bridesmaid? Well, evidently, it's a role that is exclusively for those who only make private mistakes. Those are mistakes that are not publicly known, mistakes with no grace and mercy. It isn't enough that they kicked me out the choir, told me I couldn't be in the Sunday school oratorical contest, or go on the annual trip with my friends, something I look forward to every year. All because they found out I'm not a virgin. The only way they found out was because I could no longer hide my swelling belly under my big clothes anymore. Do you know what they wanted me to do? They wanted me to stand up in front of them and apologize for getting pregnant. They didn't ask my baby daddy to do it, but they wanted me to do it. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my child, and I'm thankful, but I don't get it. Since I found out I was pregnant, I would still go to church. And now I'm trying to be the best mom that I can be. I show up every week with the baby in tow, but it's hard. Watching doors slam in my face over and over again. I don't get it. And they talk about this thing called Jesus love. Is that Jesus love? Because I'm confused. So here I am, the day my girl has been waiting for, and I have to watch her and those who used to be our friends trying to get everything ready for the celebration. As I'm sitting here, I'm looking out the window, and one by one, I see each of our friends show up at the house. Some of them were a little bit earlier, and others are a little bit more rushed because they're running behind time. But nonetheless, they're all here. I can just imagine the stories being told. And wait, I even think I hear them over there laughing. "Oh, baby, shh, hush, don't cry. Mama's gonna be okay one day. I know you see me crying sometimes, but I'll be okay one day. I hope. I'm just a little sad right now. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. Wait a minute. Did we fall asleep? I guess it's later than I thought. So what's that noise out there? Who is that yelling? Is that him? Wait a minute, he's just now getting here? What's all that commotion? And where are those girls going? Half of them are headed up the road. What's wrong? Oh no, it looks like their lamps have gone out. Are you kidding me? They forgot to bring enough oil? What is this all about? Well, wait a minute. Why didn't those girls just give those girls some oil? That is so selfish. I guess their type of love is the haves and the have-nots. I have mine, so I'm good. You don't have yours. Oh well. Your loss, not mine. Jesus wouldn't do that. Even when Jesus went to that deserted place to get some peace and quiet, he heard people were hungry and made sure they all got fed. He didn't send them away, slamming the door, telling them to fend for themselves. They better hurry. They're going to miss the wedding feast. Wait a minute. Is that them coming down the road? Oh no. Looks like the party is about to begin and the door is locked. Oh, wait a minute. No, they're opening the door, but they just slammed it in their face. I know he didn't just turn them away for being late, and he was late himself. That is so hypocritical. What's good for the goose isn't good for the gander. I saw this post on Facebook and it said, if you can religiously justify doing to others what you've condemned others for doing to you, you're not spiritually superior. You're spiritually sick. It's just like when they tell a woman who's suffering from domestic violence to be obedient and continue to have her life and health in danger because divorce is not permissible. My favorite one is when they say render unto Caesar what is due Caesar, even if it puts countless lives in jeopardy and is unethical. Isn't that exactly what he did? He wasn't on time, but that doesn't matter. Is he trying to say that his indiscretions, his failures, or his sin isn't as bad as theirs, and that justifies his condemnation of them? Who created this rating scale for sin? It's just like that preacher who said several years ago that the shootings in Orlando were justified. Why? Because it happened in a gay bar. But I promise you this, he'd be the first one to grab a mic if it was his son who had been killed out there while they were harassing prostitutes on the corner. I guess in his eyes, those who don't live the life he thinks is appropriate deserve whatever they get. How hypocritical is that? Is that Jesus' love? I don't think so. Where does it say it's okay to murder if you don't agree with who someone dates or marries? Where does it say it's okay to murder if his or her skin color is darker than yours and you're having a bad day? Where does it say it's okay to murder anyone who doesn't follow your religion or belief system? Jesus didn't see eye to eye with the Pharisees and the Sadducees. He didn't kill them. He didn't tell them their issues were greater than the issues of other people, like that Samaritan woman who was sleeping with a man that wasn't her husband. Instead of killing her or telling her to get out of his face, he didn't shut her down. He let her experience grace through truth. His compassion and truthfulness didn't send her away empty-handed and grieved. Instead, Jesus' love gave her something she could hold on to after their encounter. He didn't beat her up for her indiscretions. He gave her the opportunity for redemption and a chance to make up for her missteps. That's called Jesus' love. Oh, wait a minute. Wow. They're devastated. I've got to go let them in. It's too late for them to be out there crying in the streets, and I will not close the door on them the way the folks do because they don't think that you are worthy. I don't want them to feel the hurt and pain that I've been living with. I have to show them Jesus' love. I know what it feels like to be judged. I know what it feels like to be disposed of. I know what it feels like when those who say they love you do so only as long as you live like they say, act like they say, and do what they say. That's not Jesus' love. Jesus' love knows that sometimes one may have and other times one may have not. No matter what, Jesus' love is consistent. Jesus' love wants what's best for me. Jesus' love does not shut the door in my face. Jesus' love doesn't turn me away. I am not those Christians. I am not one of those people. I won't share their kind of love. I'm going to share Jesus' love, whether they are the haves or the have-nots. So, who am I? I am a woman. I am a Black woman. And that leads to another question. Why did you make me Black, Lord? Why did you make me Black? Why did you make someone the world would hold back? Black is the color of dirty clothes, of grimy hands and feet. Black is the color of darkness, of tired, beaten streets. Why did you give me thick lips, a broad nose, and kinky hair? Why did you create someone who receives that hated scare? Black is the color of the bruised eye when someone gets hurt. Black is the color of darkness. Black is the color of dirt. Why is my bone structure so thick, my hips and cheeks so high? Why are my eyes brown and not the color of the sky? Why do people think I'm useless? How come I feel so used? Why do people see my skin and think I should be abused? Lord, I just don't understand what it is about my skin. Why is it some people want to hate me and not the person within? Black is what people are labeled when others want to keep them away. Black is the color of shadows cast. Black is the end of the day. Lord, you know my own people mistreat me, and you know this just ain't right. They don't like my hair, they don't like my skin, and they say I'm too dark or too light. Lord, don't you think it's time to make a change? Why don't you redo creation and make everyone the same? God's reply, why did I make you Black? Why did I make you Black? I made you in the color of coal from which beautiful diamonds are formed. I made you in the color of oil, the black gold which keeps people warm. Your color is the same as the rich dark soil that grows the food you need. Your color is the same as the black stallion and panther. Oh, what majestic creatures indeed. All the colors of the heavenly rainbow can be found throughout every nation. When all colors are blended, you become my greatest creation. Your hair is the texture of lamb's wool. Such a beautiful creature is he. I am the shepherd who watches them. I will always watch over thee. You are the color of the midnight sky. I put star glitter in your eyes. That's a beautiful smile hidden behind your pain. That's why your cheeks are so high. You are the color of dark clouds from the hurricanes I create in September. I made your lips so full and thick, so when you kiss, they will remember. Your stature is strong, your bone structure thick to withstand the burden of time. The reflection you see in the mirror, that image that looks back, that is mine. So get off your knees, look in the mirror, and tell me what you see. I didn't make you in the image of darkness. I made you in the image of me. That poem that was inspired by Genesis 1:26 through 27 and written by Runette Nia Abo helps me to answer the question, who am I? I am the one who's confused, and I'm the one who doesn't get that discriminatory definition of Jesus' love. I am the Black woman who will no longer be silent. I will speak up just like those brave women who went to the tomb, the women who investigated the situation and announced that the tomb was empty, the women who sat like a brown-skinned teenage mother named Claudette Colvin. She's the one that sat before Rosa Parks. The women who stood like Angela Davis and the women who preached like Jarena Lee. As I learned to care for me, I learned who I am. I learned to take time for me and to celebrate who I am. The woman God has called me to be, even if they don't get it. Who am I? I'm the one they close the door on, who will use my hurt to show Jesus' love. I need to go let them in.